and I'm here today to present you my topic about cultural communication and conflicts. Okay, so I've selected an issue which involved an intercultural conflict, which is the Holocaust, happened in 1933 throughout the whole German region and German-occupied territories. What is the Holocaust? The word Holocaust is named for the Nazi systematic genocide of some 11 million people, including 6 million Jews and 1 million children during World War II. And they were killed by the German military under the command of Adolf Hitler between 1941 and 1945. What actually triggered this mass murder in Eastern Europe? Many people to this day blame Jews for the murder of Jesus Christ. However, most agree that the causes of the Holocaust weren't actually religious in nature, but were rather born from political issues, economic factors, and more. The German economy had suffered tremendously during that time. German pride was bruised, and many Germans began to notice that Jewish people had begun to make good life for themselves. Simply put, Jews were becoming an important part of European society. The combination of jealousy over this and the fact that German economic factors weren't where they once were helped make it easy for many to use the Jews as a scapegoat. Throughout history, Jews have been blamed for a wide variety of perceived crimes, and in post-World War I Germany, this sentiment continued. Why mediation may be an effective approach to conflict resolution. Mediation means negotiation or agreement and help from third parties in order to solve conflict. Augsburger suggests that culturally sensitive mediators engage in conflict transformation, which helps disputants to think in new ways about the conflict. And mediation may be an effective approach to conflict resolution because disputants are actively involved and tend to buy in the resolutions. Does the economic context influence this conflict? The answer is yes. To some extent, it is about the economic context because Jewish people began to make good life for themselves and has become the important pillar of the European economy, while the Germans themselves suffers from economic crisis. However, the mass murder happened because people are just prejudiced against Jews, just because they are Jewish and Hitler doesn't like them, and so he decided to end the entire Jewish population. Characteristic of constructive versus destructive conflict. Firstly, conflict as constructive. Constructive conflict refers to conflict in which the benefit exceeds the cost. It generates productive, mutually beneficial, shared decisions. In constructive conflicts, individuals come together to redefine or strengthen their relationship for the greater good of the parties involved. Individuals should be encouraged to think of creative, far-reaching solutions to conflict and recognize and work in an open, productive way. The main idea is that working through conflicts constructively results in longer, healthier and more satisfying relationships. Augsburger 1992 made 4 assumptions about productive conflict. He said conflict is a normal, useful process. All issues are subject to change through negotiation. Direct confrontations are valued, and conflict is a necessary redistribution of opportunity. Destructive conflict often flows from narrowly defined or rigid goals, and most often produces negative results. Individuals involved become less flexible and assume that the opposing party must suffer defeat. Involved parties succumb to personal attacks, threats, and a general tone on hostility. People prefer to lose face on money than escalate a conflict. According to Augsburger 1992, the 4 assumptions of destructive conflicts are: conflict is a destructive discipline of peace. Members should adopt true values instead of the system adjusted to the needs of its members. Confrontations are destructive and ineffective, and disputants should be disciplined. And so here is my conclusion. In conclusion, constructive conflict spurs open communication, debate, and the possibility of producing high-quality ideas and decisions. While destructive conflicts, which promotes inequality and an imbalance of power, often damages relationships. Employees who feel they are judged negatively lose focus, fail to complete tasks, suffer a decrease in productivity, and lose self-confidence. My suggestions. In my opinion, I think Hitler shouldn't use the dominating style to approach his conflict. Instead, he should just use the compromising style, which is just allow the Jews to live their style peacefully. If he can't make it, then he can use the avoiding style, just ignore them. I think it's way better than killing all of them.